How is it going, YouTube? Small Engine Kid here. Usually we do small engine stuff or how-to small engine videos, but today we're working on the work truck. So I got this 3 or 4 years ago for $3,000 Canadian. It needed about $1,000 worth of work to safety or to certify it, to put it on the road, but everything else is good to go. Now, I wouldn't recommend what I'm doing to this truck to do on an everyday vehicle, but if it's a cheap work vehicle that you use for work or a cheap commuter, you want to get as much life out of it as possible, I recommend this stuff. Now, people usually, when there's rust coming in, they usually cut it out and then put in or weld in another piece of metal, but that's cost efficient and it takes too long, and then you got to take it to a body shop. Now here I'm a professional body shop, okay? You get a grinder, which you're not supposed to use. You get a grinder and you just grind down all the paint. You know, it's actually pretty smooth. You grind down all the paint, all the rust, okay? You scuff up here, and then we're gonna put rocker guard on here. But what you do is you get a grinder with a flap disc of 60 grit, and you just go around the areas of where you want to coat wherever you're painting or whatever. So you do that, and then you get to a hole, which is over here. You get to a hole. For some reason, the passenger side is a lot worse than the driver's side, but I did this last year. You get to this crap junk here. You just sand it down. You put Bondo on it, okay? Right here too. I got cab corners are rusting, okay? So what you do is you grab this stuff, right? People say to cut it out and weld in a new piece, but that's cost effective. You want this to be as cheap as possible, okay? Don't mind this. What you gotta do is you go to the hardware store, okay? And you grab this. You grab this stuff right here. It's called weld in a can. It's like toothpaste. You slap it on your vehicle, and then you sand it smooth, and then you paint it, and it's like nothing ever happened. And don't talk to me in the comments about, oh, it's gonna get wet and bubble up, and this is a $12 fix. It lasts about 1.5 years until it starts to bubble up and come back, and you just do it again, and you're good to go for another 2 years. Okay? So let's mix this on this mixing plate from a dirt bike. You would probably want to clean this, but we're not gonna clean it. We're just gonna put it on there, you know, mix it up a bit, put the hardener in, mix it up, and then slap it on. So let me just do that on here now and just open this up. I'm gonna try and do this without cutting the video, but I'm probably gonna have to cut it. Doing this left-handed. I'll get back to you when I have the Bondo or the liquid weld on the truck. People say to get the proper tools to mix it around, and you're supposed to, you know, we're not doing that anyway. We're mixing around like scrambled eggs until this turns into a nice pink color. Okay, and then we're gonna go to the truck and we're just gonna liquid weld the area. Actually, that's pretty good. Now it looks like toothpaste that's been mixed around for God knows how long. And we're gonna go over here. We're gonna go to the hole, or the caving in hole, and we're just gonna slap it on. Am I gonna prepare the metal? Of course not. We're just gonna stick that on there like that. Yeah, nice and smooth. Yeah, coat the whole thing. Use as much liquid weld as you want. Heck, you can use the whole can if you wanted. It is liquid weld after all, so just go like that. You gotta be quick though, because liquid weld dries in about 15 minutes. Scoop it on. Anywhere else I could stick on this liquid weld? Oh look, another hole. Oh, we'll just grab all this liquid weld and we'll just stick it in the hole right there. Okay, there we go. And then we'll just flatten this out a little bit. Okay, there we go. Look at that, liquid weld. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, make sure you don't wear a mask so you inhale all the fumes, and you get a nice little head high. So let's just put this back over there and wait for the liquid weld to dry. Unlike real weld, you can't burn your fingers off or blind yourself, so that's a plus. So let's put this over here. All right, now that we have the liquid weld to dry, you're just gonna look up everything else here. Tailgate is good. That's from the junkyard. Doesn't fit properly, but it works. A couple dents. Now we're gonna grab the grinder. Am I bleeding? Oh no, it's just liquid weld. All right, grab the grinder and grind all this down. See, the liquid weld is actually through the, see if I can turn this around. I don't know if you can see that, but the liquid weld is through the fender from last year. So this should be fine. Or if it goes right through, I'll just cut it out and then leave it, put like some liquid weld on it, you know? So yeah, we're waiting for that to dry. Also, when you use a grinder, you're gonna get all these grooves and stuff, because like, you know, the grinder just takes off all the paint. So this just adds or is less weight reduction. So this is good stuff. This is what you want to do, okay? So let me just brake clean this, clean all the dust off here. Then we're gonna mask it off like that even matters. And then we're gonna paint rocker guard on it, because why not? All right, we shaved down the whole box, decided that was bad. You see, this is from last year. See how like all the Bondo or the liquid weld was in the truck? So I just sanded it all the way through down, and then I'm just gonna put more liquid weld on it and then sand it, and it's done. It's good to go. This stuff is almost dry. Look at that drip. Maybe I'll leave that for texture. Then you grab the more liquid weld, or maybe I'll just leave it. I'll just paint right over it. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Get some brake clean, and you spray it. Spray it like you didn't buy it, okay? Just to clean the area. So I just, okay, and then wipe her all down. Wow, probably a BMW with a burble tune just went by me. Oh my god, it sounds so bad. Okay, you just do that, and then you get tape like it actually matters, because everything else is all scuffed. And then you just tape wherever you want to get it painted. I'm just gonna go through the liquid weld line and go all the way across. Oh, I'm out of breath. I went to a random parking lot, abandoned parking lot. I don't have a mask, so I'm holding my breath. So then you shake up the rocker guard can, and you just spray the bottom doors, box, everything. And then when it dries, it'll leave this like Line-X material on it. The liquid weld still has to be sanded, but I think I'll just paint over it and not even sand it. And then I gotta put the fender back on, and then I sprayed all the rust too. But yeah, you know, contact, you know, me for your professional body work, paint work, as well as welding. I can do it all in like an hour, make your truck look kind of new. All right, thanks for watching. If you got this far in the video, just make sure that this video was a complete joke. I would not recommend this to anyone. But anything that I just did, it's very bad work. I only did this because it's a cheap truck that I'm trying to keep as long as I can, and it'll slow down the rust that's coming up. So yeah, thanks for watching, and peace out.